Hi, I'm Lexi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're here, you might be one of my previous subscribers, or maybe you just know me in real life. I don't know. But I had a YouTube channel. I mean, I guess I still do, but I was doing videos a few years ago, and they were mostly focused on unboxing, like subscription boxes and Stitch Fix, and I stopped doing it because it was really uninspired. I'm going to be leaving the old videos up for a while just so that there's like some content there if you want to know a little bit more about me or just watch some more videos. But I'm really changing the focus of my channel. And what I'm going to be focusing on is my fashion journey. Which sounds really dramatic, but I'm basically trying to recreate my style or renew my style and build my wardrobe from really close to nothing. This video is going to be about why I'm restarting my YouTube channel, kind of where I was when I was doing YouTube a couple years ago, why I was sort of making videos, why I stopped, and what the purpose of this channel is going to be, and what I'm going to be doing moving forward. So 3 years ago, my lifestyle changed a lot. I moved from a downtown neighborhood, and I was going out a lot, to moving to the suburbs, and I don't really go out at all. One of the reasons I was going out all the time was that I had like a side business doing like booking and promoting of bands at very small venues like bars and such. And so I was there almost every night of the week. I was at these different venues and was working the door, coordinating with bands, and I really got to express myself in my clothing all the time. I was always going out. I had all these places to wear clothes. And then I treated like my daytime life and my 9-to-5 job just like the place where you wear whatever, leggings, t-shirt, hooded sweatshirt. And my work is fine with that. I don't have a dress code there as long as it's not too ripped and as long as it's going to keep me warm. So I had this weird kind of approach where I wore all these clothes that I loved going out and maybe like on my days off, and then the other days of the week I just wore blah stuff. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to wear clothes that express who I am every day, and I want to wear those clothes to work. And a lot of the clothes I was wearing were really only appropriate to wear out at night. They were really ripped. A lot of them were ripped, DIY'd, pretty tight and revealing, and also I was exposing a lot of skin, so I think I'd be like really cold just on a regular day or at work. Also, I was younger then, and I felt like expressing myself in a more youthful, casual way. I firmly believe you can wear anything at any age if you want to. But me personally, as I've grown older, I want to express myself differently. I want my style and that sort of like rebellious fun vibe that I always try to have in my clothing, but I want it to be expressed in a dressier way, I guess is what I'm thinking. I'm basically sick of wearing jeans and t-shirts all the time, and I want to wear nicer clothes. I want to wear blouses and maybe slacks or suits or things like that. So when I moved from downtown to the suburbs a few years ago, I was ready for a change in my wardrobe and my style, but I had no idea how to do that. I had no concrete vision. I didn't approach it in an organized manner or a logical manner or think things through. I just knew I wanted to change, and I had this idea of like, I want rock and roll clothes, but that are higher quality. And I didn't really think about, are they going to be as casual or dressier or what? I didn't think about that at all. And so I was really busy with work, as I always am. And I decided that, oh, let me try Stitch Fix. That sounds fun. Their ads show a lot of like cool, fun clothes. I learned the hard way that whatever their ads say, the clothes that you get sent are not what I want. I just don't think I'm their demographic, and I'll leave it at that. But also, I've come to hate the idea of leaving it for someone else to pick out the clothes that I wear. I thought maybe it was like a cheap way of getting the help of a stylist, but I realized that those people that are called stylists at Stitch Fix are not stylists. They are just trying to sell clothes. So I thought that these stylists would help me, and you know, some of that's my fault. I gave them really vague. I was like rock and roll Peg Bundy, and then the Pinterest board that they make you link was just full of just like the most crazy shit that they don't sell. But I really, like, why was I doing that? Why was I letting someone else pick out my clothes, right? Especially when I feel like I'm always someone who's had a lot to say in my fashion, with my fashion. So I was saying that on camera that I wanted this rock and roll Peg Bundy. What is that? Well, what is that? I wasn't quite sure. I didn't know what pieces it meant. I think I was like tight clothes, but like edgy, black, studs or something. I I didn't know what it meant in terms of exact pieces. Exactly what pieces was I looking for? I don't know. And then off camera, I was also exploring a lot of other fashions. I was getting into like bright rainbow clothing by brands like Lazy Oaf. I was getting into Japanese fashion, which I still have a like complete separate Japanese fashion wardrobe that I wear to like Japanese fashion events. And I don't think I'm going to get rid of all of that clothing, but I am paring it down so that it's just something I'll wear occasionally instead of incorporating these items into my wardrobe on a more regular basis because it was just not me. The clothes are cute. It's just not me. I'm looking for something with a more mature vibe and something that will clothes that I can buy now and then wear for the next 20 years as I get older and my body changes. So I was spending a ton of money, going shopping all the time, placing big online orders, which is like, who am I? That's not me. And getting a ton of clothes that I wasn't wearing, or some of them I was returning. I'm surprised they even let me in the door at Nordstrom anymore because I made so many returns. They have a good policy, but I'm sure there is a limit, and I think I was testing that limit. But I just sort of, I don't want to say gave up because I still think I've always dressed well and I've always had my nice outfit or two like that I'm like I really love and put a lot of work into, but generally I stopped trying to grow and change my style and I started wearing pretty much a uniform of high-waisted black skinny jeans, like cool leather boots, a belt, a band t-shirt, and oftentimes a sweater over it. Like I have several like nice knit sweaters, like some jewel tones, and anyway, that sort of became my uniform. And then, you know, some sort of fun big earring. And that's what I wore every day. It's kind of boring. And it's more dressed up than I was before. You know, I'm wearing like nice leather boots and like a nice leather belt. But it's still not where I want to be. It's still effectively jeans and a t-shirt. And I've just been really dissatisfied and not feeling great about how I'm expressing myself, not feeling good about it. Okay, so there I was, like 2 years ago, giving up on my personal style, or really growing my personal style to a place that I was happy with. And instead of buying all these clothes for my regular day-to-day wardrobe, I started like focusing on collecting these Japanese clothes, which in addition to being like a cool fashion, it's also, the clothes are also collectible in their own right. You know, they're all like limited edition and you have to, they're like fun to hunt down, and there's all these auctions for them secondhand. And most of the clothes I bought were secondhand and were made like 10 years ago or something. So after a year of this, all of 2019, I realized that I needed to stop, and I needed to stop distracting myself with buying things and spend a year really thinking about how I wanted to spend my money and what I wanted my style to look like. And I knew it was going to take some time and clarity to do that. So I did a whole no buy year. I didn't buy any clothes or makeup or homewares. I've never had really an issue with overbuying makeup, but I know from experience that when I start to get start to spend too much money in one area, and then I say, okay, no more buying vintage homewares on eBay, then it just moves into something else. And like now I'm buying a ton of secondhand Japanese clothing. Like, so I knew I just needed a whole no buy year to really think about what I wanted and to stop distracting myself. So I did that. I spent the whole year not buying clothes. I have worn out clothes, which feels good. I've never like worn things out that often. I've worn a few pairs of shoes out and maybe some jeans, but like I'm really using my clothes and wearing what I love. And it's been awesome. It's really given me the clarity to think about how I want to move forward. And it's given me time to save money to build up this wardrobe. And I'm excited to be doing that. And that's what this channel is going to be about. So my next video is going to be about kind of my fashion influences, going through like my Pinterest and saying like, this is where I think I want my fashion to be. Like, these are my style inspirations, and what information can we glean from all of this to try to focus on what exact pieces I think I should be buying. And then I'm going to be filming a big wardrobe declutter. I think I'm going to be consulting with some stylists, and it's going to be an awesome 2021. And it can't be worse than 2020. So yeah, that's what this channel is going to be about. And I'm excited to be doing it here on YouTube. I'm excited to be part of the YouTube community and to join the party, as they say, and really talk with people here and engage with people here. And it's probably going to be a little bit like humbling, a little bit embarrassing. I'll probably freak out about oversharing or whatever, and I'm really uncomfortable with the idea of filming in a store or filming myself in public, but I'm going to try to move past those blocks, out of my comfort zone, and see if I can do something really cool on here. So please come back for my future videos and we can do this together, and I'm really excited to have you here. Thanks for being here on this video, and I hope to hear from you guys in the comments below if you're out there, if anybody is out there, if there's even one person out there. I would love some encouragement because I'm nervous, but I think it's going to be great. Thanks for watching. Bye.